Hi everybody, it is week 7 and this is the overview. So I'm going to go down and click on weekly folders, go down to week 7, July 11th through July 18th. And we're going to start by looking at the agenda. We had class last night. During class last night, we did a couple of assignments. We did the free throw assignment for binomial probabilities, and we did the Harry Potter distribution. If you were in class, you've already got credit for those. If you were not in class, please see the assignment folder so that you can make those up. I also posted a central limit theorem quizzes game as promised. It's optional. It's not graded, but it is good practice for central limit theorem if you want to get that extra practice in before you take the test. There is a test this week. It opened last night. It is open through Monday. It is to be taken in Blackboard with HonorLock as the proctoring. If you choose to not take the test with HonorLock, which you really don't have a choice, you have to. If you take it at home, the only other option is for you to come in early on Monday and take the test with me. But if that's the case, if you're deciding to take it in person and have me proctor it, you need to let me know that that is your plan so that I can plan to meet you at 4 p.m. on July 18th, Monday, in our classroom. I don't think anybody's there, so I can meet you guys there at 4 for anybody that wants to take the test in person and not online. So again, online, you're going to take it with HonorLock. And I think I gave you guys 2 hours, which should be more than enough time. More than enough time. I was only going to give you 90 minutes, but someone mentioned that, sometimes things take a little bit of time. So just to be safe, I gave you 2 hours. That's more than enough time to get through the questions. And then we have homework assignments here. It does look like a good bit, but it is really good practice for what we're doing. So we have the week 7 readings, which is chapter 8, which is confidence intervals, which is what we're covering. And all of the lectures are posted. And if you look here, we've got 3 videos. Now, they are a little bit lengthier than they have been in past weeks. In past weeks, I've been able to shorten the amount of lecture. I believe that there's about 3.5 hours worth of lecture here. So you can spread that out however you like during the week as long as you get through all of it. I've included both the blank and the filled in notes for each of these. So you have confidence intervals for a population mean, for a normal distribution, confidence intervals for a population mean, for a t-distribution, and confidence intervals for a proportion, all using both formulas and our guru. I show you how to do both. In the end, you can decide whichever one it is that you would like to use, but you can definitely use either one. And as always, I have a folder with the blank and the filled in notes as well. You can find them there as well. And then let's see, what else do we have this week? So let's look at the assignments folder just so you can see what everything is. So here's the free throw activity. This is also where you'll turn it in if you were not here on Monday night. Here is the Harry Potter quizzes game. So if you were not here, you want to play that game. We'll take the highest grade. It is unlimited tries, so you can play it over and over and over again. If you were here last night, you already got credit for that. However, if you would like to play the game again just for extra practice, you're more than welcome to do so. And then here is the central limit theorem quizzes game. Again, it's optional. It's not a game, but it is extra practice problems to help you to understand central limit theorem more before you take the test. Speaking of the test, it's in this folder here, so you click here. And then basically, I have directions here. Well, I thought that I did. When you click on the test, Yes, it shows you instructions. It says all work must be turned in to receive credit even if you have the correct answer. Show all work on a separate document or sheet of paper. Turn your work into the assignment link below the test within 1 hour of your test submission. You can show your work by giving a detailed explanation, such as our guru steps with input values, or you can give me screenshots from our guru, or you can work it out with a formula if there's one we used in class. Stating I did the work in our guru or in Desmos is not sufficient. We did not use TI-84 calculators in here. I understand that we have TI-84 calculator feedback in Newton. However, no one has pulled out a TI-84 calculator during class, and no one's asked me any questions about it. So we are not using TI-84 calculator steps. We are using our guru, however, because that has been what we've been using from day one. Also, formulas not introduced in class or on Newton are not acceptable. So I shouldn't see any crazy formulas that we did not learn. Okay, so again, the whole thing is I need to see that this is you who are doing the work. Also, you can go to the following websites. You can go to the Desmos website for the graphing calculator, and you can also go to the Arguru website. Both of those will it will allow you to open those while you're taking the test. And as I said before, once you start the test, you have 2 hours to complete it. This is honor locked enabled. So once you hit begin, it's going to ask you to take a smile for a picture. Well, you don't have to smile, but take your picture so we can see that it's actually you taking the test. And then it's going to record your screen and you during the test. So the big things are no cell phones are allowed. If you usually use a cell phone calculator, that's okay, because our guru, if you will recall, has a calculator built in. You can also go to the Desmos website. Both of those are places to get a calculator, but you can't use your cell phone. All right. And then other than that, you just need to make sure you take your picture. You don't have to do a room scan. You do not have to provide your student ID or anything like that. You can't go to any other websites other than Blackboard, our guru, and Desmos. And you can use your notes. Yes, notes are allowed. Yeah, so that's about it. And so once you begin, the honor lock will start setting up and walk you through how to start the test. Once you hit submit, it should show you a grade. However, that grade may not stay your grade. Most likely it will go up based off of the work that you turn in, and I can hopefully give you partial credit. The only way it will go down is if you don't turn in any work and you don't show your work for the problem. So please make sure that you show your work. Let's see. Where you turn your work in, you turn it in right here. You can turn your work in as a document. You can turn it in as pictures. So once you're done with the test, if you wrote everything down on a piece of paper, you can take pictures of that. Anything in our guru, let me just show you real quick. So let's see, if you do, let's say you did probability simulation, probability calculator, discrete, and you did binomial. Let's say there were 20 trials and the probability of success was 0.3. And we need to know the probability that you would get less than 8, less than or equal to 8. If I hit graph, you should be able to copy the image. You could also use a snipping tool. Like there's a snipping tool in Google Chrome that you can add as an extension, and you can snip that and share the picture with me that way. So you can definitely do screenshots in our Guru and put those into a Word document. Anything that you do, like let's say this is for question number 1. So you could save it as test 2, question 1. And you can save anything that you do in our Guru. And so you can go back and look under the tab where you did that calculation in, if you've saved it, and you can find it. So if you want to do all of your work, just make sure you save it, and then you can add it to a document at the end after you've turned in your test. So that's an option as well. So just kind of trying to talk out ways for you to show your work and get that to me. Okay, so there's that. And then let's see if there's anything else. Final project. There's nothing new for the project this week. However, I wanted to keep the folder available in case you wanted to continue working on it if you're behind, or if you want to maybe look ahead to see what other things that you might have to do. One of the things that you will be doing in part 3 is you're going to estimate a parameter by finding a confidence interval. So you could start looking at your data and saying what variable you want to estimate the parameter for. So a parameter such as the population mean, you could estimate the population mean using your sample data. But you would need to, for some of you have several different variables, so you need to decide which variable you would want to do that for. And that's something to start thinking about now. And that's about it. That's all we have there. And then the only other thing is, like we have every week, we have homework. There's a few more assignments this week than normal, just because the first few assignments really take you through some of the basics to make sure you understand the concepts, and then it jumps into actually calculating the confidence intervals. But that is all we have for the week. Don't forget to take your test. And again, if you would like to request to take your test in person rather than using HonorLock, you need to contact me via email and let me know so that I know to come to class early. Again, 4 p.m. on Monday. All right, have a great one.